and that your special story is told.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Childcare Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kearneysville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality childcare available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Brayden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Welcome to Year 4 and another edition of Panhandle Sports on Home Team Sports TV, in which we'll bring you ladies high school softball action between the Patriots of Washington High School and the host Cougars of Jefferson High. Good evening. My name is Akeem Holmes, and I am joined by my co-host, Drew Pritzer. Drew, this is a great time to show some love and gratitude to our current sponsors.
Hey, Keem, man, thank you for bringing me on. And we really do just want to give a quick shout-out to our sponsors. We want to shout out Catro Law. Again, congrats, Brady, on your commitment to Methodist University, Ameritech Tire and Auto, R&L Landscapes, Enclosures Unlimited, Neopal Goosehead Insurance, Opeka Motors, call Jeremy Atkins, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Cheryl Yates of ERA Liberty, Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, Cheryl Yates of ERA Liberty Realty, True Performance Fitness, Brothers Bin Blasting, VFW Post 3522, and Custom Fence and Deck. Again, we could not do this without our sponsors, Keem. We're so appreciative, man. Let's get ready for this action, my man.
Yeah, we're going to go to the keys of the game right now. For Washington, the game is timely hitting. Gaten and Becca Munslow with runners in scoring position, while manufacturing runs was the key for the Lady Patriots in Game 1. Gabby Bibb, the Fairmont commit, has been the catalyst for the offense coming in today's game. She has batted .592.
That's the reason why she's batting leadoff, team.
Zoe Kesterson is batting an even .500 with senior pitcher Chloe Costantino third with an average of .467. On the mound, the team is led by dynamic freshman pitcher Mackenzie O'Hara. She has a 1.50 ERA along with 2 seniors with sub 2.0 ERAs in Kesterson and Constantino.
For sure, and like you said, Washington coming off a 4-1 victory on Friday, so it has Jefferson on the ropes, and I think the keys for the game for Jefferson will obviously be to continue to make the teams pick their poison. This deep lineup will put pressure on opposing pitchers 1 through 9, led by the trio of Munslow, Rummel, and Allen. The 18-4 Cougars once again coming as an underdog after the Patriots not only beat them last year in the regionals, but are up 1-0 here in this series. As a team, they are batting .350 with 194 hits, 172 runs scored, and 47 doubles, 7 triples, and 18 home runs. On the mound, they are led by Becca Munslow. Munslow comes in the game with 116 strikeouts and only 56 innings pitched. She's phenomenal.
And here we go. We have Gabby Bibb, who's batting .592 versus dominant pitcher Beckham Munslow. He had the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
Definitely a really good spot right there. Drop it right on the bottom left corner right there. Munslow looked like she's already ready to go. So down 0-1 in the count. We got Bibb in the box.
And, we noticed from the baseball game, they actually have headsets where they actually communicate with the coaches.
Yeah, isn't that crazy nowadays with the AirPods that they can have in one of their ears? Usually the catcher will have it. So it's phenomenal to see the use of this technology and where it's starting to take sports not only in the world but also in the EPAC.
For sure. 0-2 count.
Definitely a pitcher's count right here, Keem.
Typically they waste the pitch right here.
Go high and away. Yep.
High and upstairs, strike 3. 3 straight pitches, and Munslow was locked in.
Yep, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and Munslow ready to get after. Obviously not the greatest performance in that 4-1 loss that they had on Friday, but you can see this Jefferson team, 18-4. They're a very phenomenal program. They have a deep heritage, just like they get forgot about because of Jefferson baseball. But this program right here is just along the same ranks, Keem.
Yeah, this Washington team and this Jefferson team, they've battled, and they've been 2 of the best teams in the state. So, unfortunately, someone has to lose.
That's fouled off. Almost hit a carb, but just missed. 0-1 count, so we have 4 pitches and 4 strikes, Keem.
Yeah, and before we get to the next pitch, I would like to take the time to thank our staff for tonight. Producer Harry Brown, camerawoman, state champion Journey Vrobel, and myself, Akeem Holmes, and the voice of HTS, Drew Pitzer.
Man, I love it. I tell you what, this is my first softball game, ladies and gentlemen, and it's as anticipated. I love watching the College World Series and softball. It's always some of my favorite times in the world. Especially my father-in-law, he's an avid softball fan, so I just love to be out here and see the environment. Both teams are so very competitive and getting after and all the communication. There's nothing like it.
Carly Constantino down 0-2. Lifted foul, out of play, and it hits off the white truck, and please don't hit my baby.
Yeah, that's why I parked about 200 yards behind us. Hopefully we can avoid all that type of contact, Keem. So 0-2 in the count. Munslow really on right now, and that is going to stay fair, and that's going to squeak right into right field. We have our first runner on board.
And that's a hard hit ball, but for the Coppin State commit, you kind of got to make that play right there. You got to help your pitcher out right there, and being grown and playing on a small field like this, I know those balls come at you fast, but
for sure,
a D1 college player, you really need her to make that play. Right
and a lot of times, what they're going to want you to do at first base is drop to a knee and make sure the ball doesn't get by you, because at least what's the worst going to happen is maybe the runner outruns you at first base, but he keeps the ball in front.
Ooh.
And that always gets me. It doesn't matter. And that was a hit that was recorded.
That actually got me right there.
Yeah, so
that got me right there.
Man up. So Carly Constantino gets credit for that hit right there, and that one foul back on us right there. True, that definitely got the blood rushing a little bit, huh?
And Munslow's bringing it right now. She's locked in, you can tell. And we have Zoe Jefferson, the senior, down 0-2. And both of these teams have deep lineups, and regardless of which team gets out of this region, they're going to have a deep run at states.
If you're hitting 394 as a team and you got 18 home runs, that's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, and Washington last year, they were so deep top to bottom, and they lost a lot of seniors, and they come back, and Coach Otis, she just regrouped.
Yeah, and you can see, both these teams, it's unfortunate they're both in the same conference, but these are 2 of the top 5 teams in the state, at least in my opinion. A little
100%.
bloop up. And it just drops in there. I would assume that would be an error. So now we have, will be recorded as an error. It looked like third baseman had an opportunity to go make a play right there. Kind of lost it a little bit maybe in the sun.
Yeah, and why that's so difficult for Munslow as well, and from playing baseball, it's like I played baseball, the more you see a pitcher and the more you get to see and time the speed, the more comfortable you get in the box.
For sure, you got to be able to at least see it a couple times. Whenever you get your first 2 pitches in there, that's why you would like it to be 1-1 when it's 0-2, and that's what Munslow's been dominant with the first 3 batters. It really makes it difficult for it to be a hitter's count.
And what I would like to see in Munslow, especially now, since she's played against Washington so many times over the last 4 years, is to develop some other pitches and mix it up a little bit.
Exactly. She's bringing a lot of heat. She's loving that high, right corner right there. Ooh, we tucked her inside, back her off the plate a little bit.
And this is number 11, Kaylin Dean.
Yeah, she's batting clean up here this evening. She will be playing left field as well.
1-1 count, 1 out.
So more favorable count. And then we got another foul ball, and I lost my water, just fell. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you picking that up for me. 1-2 count. Opportunity for Munslow maybe to turn 2 right here, or at least the play's still, I believe, at first base if you can make it, because then you just need one more out.
Strike 3.
Got her looking right there.
And that's a tough pitch to take right there. And what we always told Drew, if it's close with 2 strikes,
you got to swing.
You got to protect.
Going out swinging, man.
Yeah, that backwards K is the most brutal walk back to the dugout.
And that is her second strikeout of the evening. So we still have runners on first and second. So we got somebody in scoring position. Washington has to do their best to at least try to get 1 run in here.
And that was my key to the game, is getting to Munslow when someone is on base, in scoring position. Putting together some hits when there's 2 outs and you get that 1 hit, and the next out is end of the inning. That doesn't do anything. But getting that base hit, especially right now, if you can get in that right center field gap, that can score 2.
And looks like now could be a way to get out of inning. Good communication. Munslow comes down with it, and that is the end of the top of the first inning. We'll be going to the bottom of the second, or the bottom of the first, with Jefferson at bat. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. A word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
17, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Home Team Sports TV, with coverage of Washington at Jefferson girls softball. Current score is 0-0 at the bottom of the first inning. I'm your host, Drew Pitzer, joined by my co-host, Akeem Holmes. Akeem, that was a really tough first inning right there, but you saw how Munslow, she just kept herself poised, looked like a veteran pitcher that she is, got out of the inning with runners in scoring position. No harm, no foul. Now Jefferson has a chance with Chloe Cohen up to bat to see if they can, try to strike some gold.
Yeah, with Chloe. Yeah, Chloe Cohen, Jersey Rumble, Becca Munslow, and Brooke Allen. That's 4 really nasty hitters right here for Jefferson. And we talked about, Munslow's a power pitcher, and we've seen a little bit of junk from Jefferson.
Yeah, she definitely has a lot of drop. She's going to get right there, just a little bit inside. Ball 1.
And this could be a little bit of a strategy from Coach O by having a junk pitcher start maybe the first 2-3 innings and then switching and going with a power pitcher after that.
Yeah, don't let Jefferson get too comfortable. Obviously, try to get through maybe the lineup once or twice and then maybe look at that opportunity to make a change in the bullpen.
But Jefferson's had a pretty dominant season. She also has a sub-2 ERA. So
1.50, right? Correct?
Yeah, so she's pretty dangerous herself. Wouldn't be shocked to see her go 7.
The 1-0 count. And good contact right there. That looked like it might drop in there, and that is caught in right field.
It's actually dropped by the right footer.
Be an error, and we're going to have a sliding in triple from Chloe Cohen. Leading the game off with the triple.
I think it might
was an error. Was it an error?
It might be an error.
Yep, that was an error.
It might be an error.
Yeah, she definitely could have caught that in right field.
Yeah.
So that will be an error on the right fielder.
And I'm going to tell you this. Right field, the ball slices differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously Miss Sloan's been playing that all year, but you know, you definitely got to see her. We've seen 2 plays on both teams where you hope that they make the play, and unfortunately the play wasn't made. But for Washington, that leads to a 3-base error.
Yeah, a Little League coach told me if you touch it, you catch it. And that's a strike on the inside corner right there. You put a glove on it, that's got to be yours, find a way somehow. And obviously that's not obtainable every time. But right there, that was a good play. Addie did a great job of tracking that one down. She just didn't come up with the play.
But you know the thing is you never want to run with your glove up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to run, get under the ball, and then you want to attack.
You got to be able to see where the ball is going to go and affect your ability to track in the softball.
For sure.
So the 0-1 count. And that is fouled up, and that's fouled back. No cars are in danger. Now we have an 0-2 count.
As long as it stays away from that right field line, I think I'm good. Praise for everybody else's cars.
Yeah, I'm a little far back, but I'm still not completely out of the danger zone.
0-2 count. Catches in the rumble. She chokes up. If you're Rumble, you just want to put the ball in play to the right field, but that is popped up.
And that is out, and look to tag up from third. Great play.
Now, she had the right she hit the ball, she took the ball to opposite field, but just didn't have enough pop.
Yeah, if it would have got maybe an extra 20 feet right there, we're going to see, obviously Cohen come in and score and then, add the first run to the game.
Even if the ball is hit on the ground, you pretty much
you get something out of it. But a little pop-up fly to second base. Great play there from Casentino.
Munslow is a power hitter as well. This is definitely a dangerous situation.
At least try the opportunity to, if you get it out in the outfield, you can pop fly.
And Cohen comes, and she will get down. She'll get there for the score.
Pass ball. Yep, that was a pass ball right there.
And we will have our first run of the game. Jefferson Cougars with the 1-0 lead.
And that's a danger you have when you have a pitcher like that who's you don't know where the ball is going to end up at. And if the catcher's not ready for it and you have somebody on third, that just speaks danger.
I mean, I think it's also to the pressure of going against Munslow as well. Mm-hmm. Because if you make the wrong pitch, it's going to be over on that junior league field on the other side.
Yeah, so, you won't be able to see it again. It'll be still out in orbit.
Yeah.
So 1-0 count to Munslow. 1-0 ball game. Little inside right there. Definitely touching that almost into that strike zone, but just a little bit inside, trying to keep her off the plate a little bit. It's definitely a mind game right here, King.
That's a real good pitch right there. And also, Drew, we're seeing a little bit of pop right there.
Yeah.
She's bringing it right now.
Obviously, you got a pitcher at the plate, so she can see it come out of her hands as soon as it releases.
In this game, of course, if you're Washington, you want to go ahead and end this series, but you're playing with house money a little bit, so we're seeing 2 really good pitchers. I don't know, and I've told everybody who I've broadcasted when I've done these softball games, these Jefferson versus Washington softball games have been my favorite to broadcast.
Yeah, because you can just throw out the records. It really matters across in every sport between these two. And it's play at first, yeah. But it's unfortunate. There's little errors right there. Like you said, Washington can't play for house money, but they definitely want to come out here and get the job.
Let's see Allen right now coming to the plate.
Again, she has that power too. Can easily get a standing double or can send it over the fence.
Yeah, she's definitely the Coppin State commit.
See that on the back of her helmet, and that's low.
And you see they're definitely trying to keep the ball down. With Rummel and Allen and Munslow, they're definitely some power hitters. 18 home runs as a team. So you can tell it's smart pitching, but what we've already seen is outside of that error, she should be out of this inning right now.
Yeah, it should be out of this inning.
Catches into the plate.
2-0 count. That's definitely just a little bit below the knees right there. It's like right at the shin level. You just got to bring it up just a little bit. She's definitely trying to get them to go golfing.
And what you want to do as well is, especially if the umpire's not giving those calls, just keep your composure and actually don't show any emotion, because by the 3rd or 4th inning, if you can consistently stay there, he'll start giving you that pitch.
And now it's 2-1.
It doesn't seem like they're seeing the ball very well because that pitch right there was definitely a hittable pitch.
Yeah, I thought that was like a meatball right down the middle.
Yeah.
But obviously, you never know with her pitching. Obviously, they're still trying to figure her out. Make sure there isn't going to be any crazy drop on the softball as she's letting it go. So Ketterson, 2-1 count, trying to keep this at a 1-0 ball game. And that is hit the shortstop. A little bit of a bobble, and she will get in there safe.
And once again, it's an error.
Yep, that would definitely be an error. That would be
error on the shortstop.
So that's already 2 for Washington and 1 for Jefferson.
And I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be hard to beat this Washington team if you don't make the routine plays.
But still only 1 run on the board right now. The play's still at first or second. But you got to have a good infield behind her right now to make sure that they can get out of this inning. And that one just touched the corner.
And you see, she kept hitting that corner consistently, and they finally gave it to her.
Yes, she did. So again, 2 errors for Washington, 1 error for Jefferson. Jefferson currently with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning, 2 outs, 0-1 count. You have Dotson at the plate. Second one in there, now is a 1-1 count.
And Dotson actually comes over as a baseball player. She played baseball her first 2 years of high school.
Wow, so that's such an adjustment. I played with the girl. Her name was Nikki Dusing, and she played baseball. She played Little League All-Stars and stuff, and then she finally went to softball. She was really dominant. This is back around 2012, but that's a phenomenal story to hear, King.
Yeah. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Brooke out on first base. Ball's hit up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Squeak in there. And like you said, obviously, baseball and softball are 2 completely sports. They have the same concepts and, exactly what goes on. Obviously, you have runs. You still have 4 bases, but it's completely different. That yellow ball and how they even attack to hit the ball here is completely different from what an MLB hitter would typically do.
Now we have up the left fielder, number 13, Savannah Smith, the junior. And 2 years ago, Savannah Smith hit the walk-off home run to send Jefferson to the regional finals, which they did go on and win that game and advance to the state championship of that season.
So still a very phenomenal career. Still has more to prove, though, in her mind.
100%. She'd like to get that right back right now. Make it 4-0.
Yeah, this is one swing of the bat away from being a 4-0 game, but also, 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning just barely unscathed at 1-0, and all that run was off of it was a pass ball.
And one thing that I'm going to tell you is Coach O is going to always keep our team locked in. So this Patriots team will not go away.
And that is going to be a 1-1 count.
She's bringing it right now.
She is. She's trying to get out of this inning.
Yeah, she's bringing it right now. And this is the reason why I love this game right here. This is 2 beast teams. Both these teams are special, man.
I'm surprised that the outfield hasn't shifted over to the left a little bit. As you see, her front left foot is almost shaded to the outfield, to the left fielder. Usually that's an indication that's where it's going to go. Good swing.
I think a lot of it is they just realize that she's late, and it's hard for them to catch up to her pop.
Yeah, because if she is late on it, she makes a connection, it's going to go over to the right and be a little blooper, and then everybody could come home.
Exactly. 1-2 count. Catches into Smith to play off the payoff pitch.
A good pitch right there. And that will be the end of the first inning. The score, 1-0. Jefferson Cougars currently have a lead as we're going into the second inning now. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. A word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
K-Tro Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, K-Tro Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Looking for better insurance coverage at a better rate, but you haven't been able to reach an actual person? Goosehead Insurance will help. Neil Powell is committed to helping you and the community get great coverage from a local agent who will answer your call. In Martinsburg, call Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance at 304-707-3549. He will customize a policy based on your needs. Call Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance today, 304-707-3549.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Home Team Sports TV with coverage of Jefferson versus Washington girls softball. I'm your host, Drew Pitzer, joined by my co-host, Akeem Holmes. We're in the top of the second inning.
We have Addie Musser.
Yeah, there we go.
The second Addie. We got two Addies today.
We got the Addie Musser, and we got the Addie Sloan.
Oh, she
great
smoked that.
Hit right there. First pitch, first swing. We got our second hit of the evening.
And I tell you what, being a first pitch fastball hitter,
I love it.
Saves you so much stress.
You just get out there. You don't have to worry about fighting with the pitcher, man. One hit, one at bat. Now you got a single. Now, hey, you could be a 2-1 lead with one swing of the bat.
Because as a pitcher, what's the first thing you're told? You always want to get ahead.
You got to stay ahead.
First pitch is always going to be that first pitch. It's going to be your best pitch. Now, when they start executing that first pitch curveball, then that's when things get brutal right there. That's what started happening to me. Started throwing that first pitch curveball. They wouldn't give me the first pitch fastball no more.
We got O'Hara up. Now is we're going to just slide back in. She is safe. And that was a strike there at the plate. So it is a 1-1 count for O'Hara at the plate.
This is a freshman right here as well. They have two freshmen starting. The next two hitters are freshmen.
You have her and Sloan, the right fielder, who's on deck. And then we got Ella Rank and Peyton Burns, who's the flex.
Got 2-1 count.
And now it's 2-2. Great pitch. Just touched that upper right corner right there. I thought that might be called a ball, but good placement of the glove, too, right there. Sold it a little bit.
And I think, once again, what it is she's been so consistent around the strike zone, you get that pitch.
Yeah, of course. The payoff pitch, and that is an out.
Right above the hands.
So that is the third strikeout this evening for Munslow.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Addie Sloan.
So now we're in the bottom half of this Washington lineup. Still a very dangerous lineup. This lefty right here could easily, she's a speedster too. She can get a standing double without even you blinking.
Sure.
And a little bunt right there. Nope. Pulled back just in time. There's a ball. That was a great pitch right there from Munslow to get to the outer corner. So even if she did hit it, it was going to be foul.
It's the 8-hole hitter right here.
And we have a foul ball. The count is now 1-1. Again, 1 out. We got one runner on first.
And especially as a freshman, you know, what you really want to do is you want to just choking up. You want to choke up and just shorten your swing right here.
You see she's a little scooted up in the box, too, and she knows that she's going to try to test that outside corner. Bunt, and she's going to steal, and great steal right there from O'Hara.
And once again, this is Coach O and Coach Willingham just trying to manufacture runs.
And playing that small ball. The only thing is now there's no way for Sloan to attempt the bunt because she fouls it off. It's an automatic strikeout.
Yeah. Well, she might have done her job right there. I mean, obviously she advanced the runner at her at bat, but I think that distraction right there.
It's working the count.
For sure. And the thing about it is, now that you see more travel ball, elite travel ball from these kids, where them making that jump from,
Ooh. Wow, another K right there. That's 4 strikes. Looked like it hit just the top edge of the plate. But again, we said it earlier, when it's close, I feel like you got to go out swinging, protect that plate.
Yeah, but that's definitely tough.
And a 2-2 count, I think
that's a beautiful pitch right there.
You saw the drop on that?
Yeah, right there.
Man, just drop you up the bat. We're about to take a quick commercial break here.
As we lead the charge into the 2024-2025 high school football season, presented by the all-new GMC Hummer EV.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by OnStar's high-speed 4G connection. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
Opeckin Motors of Martinsburg, 838 East Moeller Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25401, or visit us on the web at www.opeckinmotors.com.
Enclosures Unlimited is a family-owned and operated glass company that has been serving the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1962.
From the first call to the day your glass is that is beautiful and functional. When you choose to work with us, we will treat you as family.
We can provide an estimate via email or schedule a free in-home measurement and design consultation. Please contact us to get started on your new shower enclosure or glass project today.
Here at the barn, we have stopped by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Bikers Field, home of the Jefferson Cougars, where they're currently up 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Of the bat, number 24, and that is Alyssa Darr. Alyssa Darr, again, the right fielder.
We got to see Jefferson amp it up that last inning. First pitch. And it doesn't seem like it's coming at the same velocity as Munslow, but she's deceptive.
Very deceptive. It's the release is constantly changing. If you watch, sometimes she's releasing it really low, almost by her knee, and then other times it's up by her waist. And as a hitter, it's kind of hard to get adjusted to see, okay, now I know where the release is coming so I can time it. If you see that, you've seen every single Jefferson hitter has called a time at some point just to see if they can get a vantage point on her mechanics.
Well, she's also very confident. She's playing at her own pace.
0-2 count. Great pitch there from Jefferson.
And those are just two pitches right down the gut. We used to call them the red light special.
Yeah, man. You got to swing, baby, swing.
Just push that A button right down the middle.
So Ketterson, she has 2 strikeouts, while Munslow has 5. 5 in 2 innings is phenomenal work. Again, she had 56 innings pitched, and she had 120 strikeouts. That's 2 strikeouts an inning, Keem.
Yeah. You can't take that pitch right there.
Ketterson with her 3rd strikeout now of the evening. So we have 8 strikeouts combined, and we're just in the bottom half of the second inning.
We have Ansley Phillips coming up, the 8-hole hitter.
So we have 2 errors on Washington, and we have 1 error on Jefferson.
You know what I would like to see? You know how they have powder puff games?
Yeah.
I would love to see them have like baseball guys come and play softball and just have like a powder puff softball game and see what they can do.
If it's fast pitch softball, I don't think a lot of those baseball players will be able to hit it. I'm telling you, great contact right there. And that is going to be caught up there. And so that was Ainsley Phillips. Popped up out there to center field.
But that was a good hit right there.
Yeah, it was a lot of contact right there. Kind of hit the very edge of the end of the bat, though.
Yeah, if she got the ball at the barrel, that was out of here.
The new bats always remind me of the Yankees bats. How Aaron Judge, he's batting .432 right now with those new torpedo bats. And I tell you what, I think that's a cheat code to me, Keem.
Listen, man, the Orioles have me in my feelings right now, man.
I don't even want to talk about that. It was 10 games under 500.
Yeah, the Orioles have me in my feelings right now. 2 quick outs.
A little high right there, and we are almost back to the top of the order.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, for both teams, we'll have the leadoff hitters coming back up if number 5, Miss Abe, does not get on. And Miss Abe is a freshman as well.
Yeah, we have Chloe Cohen on deck. Chloe Cohen, excuse me.
Outside corner. Yeah. And right there, I'm going to put that on the catcher. She lined up a little too far on the outside.
She could have just brought that glove back and touched the outside plate. Now it's a 2-0 count. If I'm a batter right here, I'm probably taking unless it's right down the middle.
Well, especially as a 9-hole hitter, you're just another leadoff hitter as well. So,
again, both these lines extremely, extremely deep. That was a great pitch right there.
And she brought it right to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she kind of stepped out a little bit when she was taking that swing. I'd like to see a little bit more confidence. Step towards the pitch. 2-1 count.
Strike 2 right there. So it's now a 2-2 count.
And what I liked about both of these pitchers is they haven't walked anyone.
No, they haven't.
They're coming at you to say, hey, listen, I'd rather you get a hit than for me to give you a cheap on base.
Okay, knuckleball coming off and just squeezes right in there. So that will be the third error on the evening for Washington. So now we have 2 outs with the runner on first. Now we're at the top of the lineup with Chloe Cohen, who had a triple in her first at-bat.
And I think that's the reason why, obviously you're upset because you don't want to see errors, especially the shortstop, okay? Your shortstop is typically your best defender, but it makes it that much worse when the person is coming up as Chloe Cohen.
Exactly.
When I can get out of this inning and then I have to just deal with 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of now I have somebody on first. And then this young lady hit the ball to the fence the last time.
Yeah, and I like this timeout right here to take your time, get your breath right here. Obviously, you saw the way the ball came off the bat, though. It almost looked like a knuckleball. So, obviously, you just couldn't be able to judge that right there. Again, she could have maybe put herself in front of the ball. It just squeaked right underneath the glove.
She has to stay down.
Yeah, she has to stay down. Drop that knee and go get to the ball. It hurts a little bit, but it keeps it in front of you.
And based off of the at-bats the last time and how they seen the ball, I would be tempted to walk her.
I would.
And face Rummel.
Because she obviously struck out Rummel in the first inning.
And even though Rummel is legit, she's a stud. I mean, it just seemed that Chloe is seeing the ball very, very well right now.
And you see, I got to respect Ketterson because Ketterson had runners in scoring position for most of the last inning, and she just keeps the same poise, though. And right now she's not even worried about the runner on first. She's just worried about who's at the plate right now, and she knows she gets her out of here, she's out of this inning. And that's 0-2 count. And if I had to bet, I bet you she's going to pitch this inside corner.
Yeah, I'm going to say she's going to bring it up a little bit, try to get her above her heads.
Yeah, right at the plate, man. We'll see. You see she's crowding that plate a little bit. Oh, she's setting up outside corner. And a little foul straight up, and that's going to go out of play.
And she elevated that list a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
She got lucky right there.
Yeah, you put it up. That's where it's dangerous because there's a lot of power right at the chest region.
Facts. Especially with Chloe Cowan.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, 2 count.
Again, Cowan had a triple in the first inning. Actually, no, that was an error. Oh, excuse me. And that is a great pitch right there. And that is the end of the inning. So at the end of the second inning, going into the top of the third, the Jefferson Cougars currently have a 1-0 lead. We're going to go hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kearneysville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality.
We are back at Vickers Field where we have the Jefferson Cougars leading the Washington Patriots 1-0 at the top half of the third inning. We have the leadoff hitter in the Fairmont State commit, Gabby Bibb, in the box. Munslow on the mound. Pitch high. 1-0. One-0 count. Just looks down on the wristband to get the call from Coach Rummel. The wind up. Pitch high and outside, 2-0. What you don't want to do, especially with a leadoff hitter like Bibb, is let her get on base. With her speed and her intelligence. Pitch on the outside corner. Two, 1 count. To the plate. Popped up foul. Out of play. 2-2. Let's see if Munslow can get the strikeout. 2-2. Payoff pitch. Ball's hit foul. We stay 2-2. Let's see if Munslow, is she going to rely on that fastball right now, or is she going to switch it up and try to throw a little bit of off speed and get her out in front? Try to turn over and get bad contact. Foul ball. 2-2. And she tried to become a little bit of a slap hitter right there. I think it kind of messed up her playing. Bat swing, the bat plane right there, and they called a foul ball. 2-2 count. Munslow to the plate. Another foul ball. 2-2.
Remember, the people want to see all the action. Just because you don't like the action doesn't mean you want film.
2-2 count. Foul tip and right off her glove. And you can just tell right now, these are two very, very high caliber softball players. They're battling. It's one of those times, Uncle, I wish you was on the mic. No.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, that's good. That's a good play right there by the second baseman, Maddie Clark. She played that hop perfectly. We've seen, Washington have some problems with that as well. And she played it perfectly. She stayed back, took it on that good hop, and got the out. So after that battle right there, we would have number 2, Carly Constantino. Ball smoked over to the third baseman, to Allen. And that's a quick out. And I just felt my first raindrop.
Now batting during the pitching, number 18, Zoe Kesterson.
So we have number 18, the pitcher, Chloe Kesterson, right now. Two outs. Change up. Stays high. 1-0. Starting to get a little bit of rain right now. Fastball blown right by her. One count. Well, foul out of play. 1-2. One-two count. Ball high and outside. 2-2. Two count. Actually 3-2, full count. Ball smoked up the middle. The 2-out lace dagger center field, we will have the number 4 hole hitter, Miss Kaylin Dean, to the plate.
She couldn't find the big one, but this one will be for you for the equipment, okay? I'll just put it right here. Sorry, guys. She couldn't find her way back here.
1-0 count.
Tell her we said thank you. If I did. She was definitely very aggravated. And I am back, ladies and gentlemen. So I had a little rain in the forecast. Had to get the wifey to bring me an umbrella and a chair. And that one scared me a little bit too, Keem.
Yeah, these hitters right now, you're starting to see they're getting confident. They timed her up right now.
Yeah, you see the rain definitely started pooling. My wife told me she was crazy. She said, it's not even going to rain. I said, I feel the sprinkles. And now they're getting a little bit more intense. The pollen's not playing no games with us either, is it, Keem?
It's real, man. And I have allergies real bad. She battles back as a 2-2 count.
So 2-2 count. We have 2 outs. Definitely Washington would love to find a way just to get something on the board right here. You got somebody on first. Again, this could be a quick, 2-1 game with just one swing of the bat.
And with Munslow on the mound, you only have so many at-bats.
And there is a strike 3. And that will be the end of the 3rd inning. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kernersville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Brayden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your Bin Blasting All-Stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys,
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, King. This is Drew Pitzer with Home Team Sports TV, joined by my co-host, Akeem Holmes. It is currently a 1-0 game here at Vickers Field at the home of the Jefferson Cougars. Again, we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still, Jefferson has held Washington scoreless. And we're right at the top of the order for Jefferson as we have Costantino, Ketterson, and Dean up to bat with the other Costantino on deck. So again, we have Akeem working for our camera right now. She had to use the bathroom. So you'll just be hearing my lovely voice like you heard Keem's lovely voice in the top or the bottom of the 2nd. So we have Costantino of the bat. She had a strikeout in the 1st inning. Or excuse me, that is Rummel who is currently up to bat. So Rummel again, she did have a fly out in the 1st inning. Ketterson, it's four strikeouts. She has 0 earned. It was the pass ball. Another fly out right there, possibly, and just over the outstretched arm, and that looks like it's going to be recorded another error on Washington. That will be 4 errors on the day for Washington thus far, and for hopes of possibly getting out of here without a possible Game 3, it's really starting to dwindle, and now with you're right at the heat of this Jefferson lineup, as we have Munslow, who has 5 strikeouts, or actually now making 6 on the evening. She also had a fly out in the bottom of the 1st inning. Pitch from Ketterson. A high riser right there. Munslow just a little behind that. 0-1 count. Yeah, and he told us, ladies and gentlemen, that it was not going to rain until 7, so the game got moved till 5. And unfortunately, here at Jefferson High School, the rain loves to come by and pay a couple visits to us every time we like to have a show.
That's how it happens down here in the junction.
Yep, the junction. Conjunction junction, man. The rain is its function.
Your misfunction?
So we have Ketterson, 1-1 count. Pitcher versus pitcher on the mound. Obviously, having that pitcher's eye, she's going to be able to see whatever Ketterson wants to throw as soon as it gets delivered out of her hand. So the 1-1 count. A little hot, just tipped off right there. Now it'll be a 1-2 count. Definitely very favorable. See, the ball goes right by Ketterson. Definitely a little dangerous right there. No harm, no foul. Again, we have Munslow down in the count 1-2 with the runner on first. Washington has 4 errors this evening. 4 errors and still only find themselves down by 1. Right in this game, right with an opportunity to possibly find themselves advancing to the state tournament.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Failed pitch, and that is fouled off. And going to be out of play. And my co-host, Akeem Holmes, will be joining us again here shortly.
One-two count. Rumble on first. Munslow in the batter's box. He smokes one to center field.
Uh-oh.
Can of corn.
And that is caught deep in the center field.
You said that can of corn right there. That's what they call it, can of corn.
Yeah, Munslow. Both of her flyouts have been very deep in center field.
Mm-hmm.
She gets under just a little bit more, gets a little more carry, maybe some wind behind her. I tell you what, I can go going. So now we have 1 out. We're now here at Brooke Allen. She reached on an error last at bat. We almost had another pass ball. Great play there.
By the catcher, that's a great play.
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
a great play. Way to get in front of that, and that's by Chloe Costantino. The Costantinos, the 2 sisters, really out here.
No.
Are they not sisters? Are they cousins?
No, the sisters are at first and second.
Because we have Chloe and we have Carly.
Yeah, they're at first and second right now. Yeah, Chloe on second base and Chloe on first base and Carly's on second. Yeah.
So still 1-1 count, 1 out.
The catcher for Washington is Peyton Burns.
Yep, I see Peyton Burns now right here.
We'll make sure she gets her shine.
Yeah, of course, not respect. TV. We apologize, Peyton. You're a superstar in our eyes.
1-1 count.
We got another time. You see Jefferson time and time again. Call another. Oh, that actually was Ketterson who called for a time. She wanted a new ball right there.
It's hard when you're actually in the box, just to keep that concentration just the whole time. And she does a good job of kind of making the batters uncomfortable. So
keeping them off balance. The 1-1 count.
She smokes that.
And that is going to hit the fence. She's going to try to round third. No, she's going to stay at third. So we got runners on second and third, running in scoring position with just 1 out. Washington, real big trouble right here. Ketterson has to almost get a strikeout here to avoid allowing any runs to score.
And that's what I've been wanting to see from Brooke Allen because, I know the work she puts in with her dad, and her dad was one of the best baseball players to ever come through here. And she left that up, and Brooke took that for a ride.
Yeah, she did.
And if that had any more lift, that was gone.
That's what I'm saying. That was a line drive shot.
She hit a straight laser right there.
We see a little coach's timeout right here.
And I think what that is she knows with Becca on the mound, a base hit right here getting down 3-0 could be
it's really hard to come back from that.
Yeah, it could be very difficult to come back.
They got to stay within about 2 runs to give themselves a real opportunity.
Yes. So she's probably telling her, hey, you know what? After Grace, we have Savannah, Alyssa, and Ansley. Now, what I won't do is discredit their talent.
Right.
But Gracie smoked one up the middle the last time, and then she got 3 straight strikeouts. It could be one of those situations where she asks, hey, what do you want to do? Do you feel confident that you can get her out these next 3 pitches? Or this at bat, I should say. Or do we walk, put her on, and then have you really go at the next 2?
I feel like it's just a little too early to do that. I feel maybe you try to give her 2 junk pitches, see if she swings, and if you're down 2-0 in the count, maybe you just try to send her to first and say, hey, I'll try to see if I can turn 2 right here, because obviously having that nobody on first right here actually helps the offensive side of the ball.
And that's dangerous. You see how close the first baseman is right now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a shot down the line. Yeah. And you can tell us right now she's a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, we all would be. That yellow ball can hurt, man.
And Grace can definitely line one up.
Well, that's a good strike right there. Upper left corner.
I would say that's pretty a little bit higher than me. Looked a little higher than me.
But we've seen Ump has definitely allowed. He's been calling. The strike zone's been higher. It has not been lower because we've been seeing him hit right at the shin level. No strike.
Yeah, that looked a little high to me. And it actually puts her in a tough spot because you go up 2-0 count. She got to come to you.
Yeah. And now we got a foul. Now you definitely have to pitch at her still. So that was a great call right there. Allow Ketterson to really collect herself. If she can get her, get out of this at bat.
Oh, she can get out of this inning.
Yeah.
This is the big one right here. This pitch right here is big. Because if you're Dotson, you have to put the ball in play.
And she, like I said, she smoked it last time right up the middle of the field. I think that changeup right here could be a really good pitch.
Oh, yeah, that pitch she hit, I think she hit Savannah with the last time.
Yep.
Ball just died.
It just set right. It almost set at the home plate for like 2 seconds, it felt like. And, Keem, I don't know if you're looking over. There's this lady over here eating Pringles inside of like a tent, and it's a small little mini tent.
Pod.
A little
pod, yeah.
I might have to invest in one of those.
And see, this is Gracie. This is Gracie right here.
And that's safe. Oh, no, apparently she touched the bag. That was bang.
And it's okay because Gracie, she didn't try to do too much.
Yep.
She just wanted to put the ball in play, and she did it.
And that's an RBI right there.
And that's why she's always been one of those players on your team that you love to have her on your team because she's willing to do the little things all the time.
Well, now you got runners on. Whoa, are they keeping her on first?
Yeah, I think right now what Joe wants is that he wants to see if the umpire had a better view, and if he had a better view to see if he can overrule him right now.
From here, Keem, it looked like she beat the throw. It looked like she was in the process of jumping. She touched the bag, and usually tie goes to the runner. Am I incorrect in that situation?
I think that is a myth. To be completely honest with you, I think that is a myth. But more so, it's just I didn't see where Chloe actually had her feet off the base. So I would say I would stick with the call. It's still a RBI. It's still RBI right now, but
fielder's choice. Yeah,
I think they said she's safe.
Yep, it looks like
she's out.
Nope, they're going to confirm it out. So now we have 2 outs, 2-0 game. And obviously, I feel like if you're Washington right here in Ketterson, you got to do everything you can to make sure you don't give up anything else.
Well, I'm sacrificing an out for that run right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
gives you a little bit of cushion. Well, now Washington comes up this next at bat. This next inning, they have to find a way to at least put 1 run on the board.
We have Savannah Smith to the plate.
Fouled up, and that's definitely closer to my car than I like, and thank God it missed. While I was getting those chairs, I really thought about moving my car, and then there wasn't a spot, so I was like, I can't do that.
Hey, man, it's a tough situation right here.
So it is a 0-1 count, 2 outs. Again, we have runners. We have 1 runner on third. So still a very dangerous situation. A hit right here definitely brings somebody home. You keep it in the infield to make a play at first. The play is at first. And another foul ball. So we are 0-2.
And Smith's just not seeing the ball. She's seeing it just a little bit late, and she's not even bringing the velocity to be late. She just sometimes as a player you just don't see the ball well.
Of course. And Ketterson's definitely doing a lot of hand movements inside of her glove to kind of throw off, what the pitch is going to be. Obviously, she's looking at the hand to see, okay, is it going to be changeup, going to be curve, is it going to be fastball? You don't know what's coming. Ketterson does a really good job at disguising her pitches.
So we have Ketterson stepping on the mound. 0-2 count. Ball's low.
And they got to be very careful because one of these runs that Jefferson scored was on a pass ball.
And that's a great job by Peyton Burns right there to keep that ball out in front, because with 0-2 count, if that ball gets passed, you're going to take that shot.
Burns has done a pretty good job behind the plate here this evening for sure.
For sure.
Other than that, that pass ball in the first inning, I think that might have been just a little bit of nerves. She's been nothing but solid behind the plate.
You can tell that she's a defensive catcher. They don't even have her hitting, but they feel so comfortable with Chloe pitching and her catching that they made that sacrifice.
Great take right now. So a 2-2 count, again, in the bottom of the third inning with 2 outs. This is probably the biggest at-bat of the game so far, Keem.
And I'll tell you this, sometimes as a pitcher, you actually have your own catcher. Mm-hmm. You have someone that you just feel like you just get each other.
Yep.
It's like a relationship. You know?
Of course. You got to be able to trust each other, man.
For sure, 100%. 2-2 count.
And going to be just out of play, and that's going to almost smack Journey, and it doesn't.
Nah, Journey probably catch the ball with hand. You know what I'm saying?
She might freeze the ball in the air.
I'm gonna get a sweatshirt made with the old Michael Jordan. You know, just do it. You know, old Bo Jackson. Journey knows. Journey knows this.
Journey does know.
Journey knows. And I'll say this on camera, just like I've been telling. What have I been saying? She's the best athlete
in the EPAC. That's what you've been saying consistently.
Been consistently saying that. Any sport that she plays, she's the best at it.
She's the best camera lady we got too.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? 2-2 count. Bottom of the third.
This is the 10th pitch of that bat. And that's a strike 3. And great pitch there from Jefferson. So we are going to go to the top of the 4th inning with a 2-0 lead here by the Jefferson Cougars. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors. Thank you for watching Home Team Sports TV.
True Performance Fitness, I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Drew Pitzer with Home Team Sports TV, joined by my co-host, Hakeem Holmes. We're in the top of the 4th inning with a 2-0 game. The Jefferson Cougars are currently in the lead.
And we have number 20, Chloe Constantino, the 5th hole hitter, coming up for the Washington Patriots. And, Drew, like you said, these next couple innings, you want to see them be able to chip away a little bit at the lead.
Not probably the best to swing at that right there.
No.
Especially hit the very edge of the
especially
bat.
Darren right now, you definitely didn't want to. That was a pitch that Munsell's saying thank you for taking it for a swing at that.
Yeah, she has 2 flyouts now, and now you're getting yourself to the bottom of the order.
Now batting your shortstop, number 12, Addie Musser.
So the first of the Addies, Addie Musser, is up to bat. She had a strikeout in the first inning.
So you think this. If she can go through this inning 1, 2, 3, right?
Right.
She would only have to face, honestly, she'd only have to face that top of the order one more time.
That's it. That'd be in either the top of the 6th or the top of the 7th.
Yep.
And again, Munzo's consistency, like she has, it's like the same form every time.
I mean, she's pitched a lot, over these last 4 years. She's been their number 1 pitcher since she was a freshman.
A lot of wins under her belt.
Yeah, it's just, she's a seasoned vet by now.
definitely would like to go out on top. Not want an elimination game for the Cougars. Again, they're 18-4. Definitely not their aspirations to get eliminated in EPAC play. They want to find themselves in a way to get to the state tournament.
Yeah.
And great contact right there, and great play from short. And that is going to be out.
I'm going to tell you a story about Jersey, the shortstop. So, my son plays Little League baseball, and that group they had, I'm not going to lie, they were special. So, they asked a group of those kids to help umpire a softball game, and they asked me to umpire a softball game. I've never done softball in my life. Never really been, a fan. I was a group of all boys, so we didn't play. Obviously, we didn't play softball. Well, I'm umpiring the game, and Jersey might be, she's probably 9, because Brady's probably 9 or 10 at that point. And she throws the ball, and it sounds like a horse. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what?
Got a cannon.
And I looked over at the kids, and I said, who is this? And I was like, why is she not playing Little League baseball? Well, I see Joe, and I know that Joe had a nephew named Mason that played baseball with Bray, and he said, that's my daughter.
That's crazy.
And I looked over, and I was like, she's gonna be different.
She is.
So seeing her now, I saw this 6 years ago, bro. Like, she was different 6-7 years ago.
And now we see 2 outs. Now you're down 1-2 in the count. It's a really big at bat here for O'Hara. O'Hara did have a double at her last at bat.
And that's strike 3. And Munslow set him up, set him down.
Her 7th K of the evening.
And we will go to the bottom half of the 4th inning with the Jefferson Cougars leading the Washington Patriots 2-0. This is Akeem Holmes and Drew Pitzer from Home Team Sports TV.
17, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Shirley.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Pitzer, Akeem Holmes with Home Team Sports TV. Where it's 2-0 here at Vickers Field. The Jefferson Cougars are currently in lead in West Virginia Prep softball action. We have Alyssa Dar up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So this game's relatively it started really slow. The first 2 innings kind of dragged, but these last 2 innings I just went by here in a flash game.
Yeah, and this is 7, 8, 9. If you're Zoe, you really want to get through this bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you got to get up. You got to get here 1, 2, 3, get up and down. So again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0 lead here for Jefferson. An elimination game for the Cougars. They must win to stay alive to play this Washington team again for a game 3. As the first pitch is a strike. Ketterson, she has 5 strikeouts here this evening. So I know Munslow is having a better game statistically, but she has 6 strikeouts. We got Ketterson with 5, so she's right there. Obviously, 2 runs. You have 4 errors compared to Jefferson's 1, and that's where the game lies.
And she's not playing around right now. She's going at her. And when you got 7, 8, 9, no need to waste some pitches.
Yeah, you got to just throw. At least she's throwing heat right now.
Yeah, if I feel like I'm better, I'm coming at you.
Yep. You got to prove that you'll be able to hit it. And she dominated this bottom half of the portion in the end of the 2nd inning.
Yeah.
So 1-1 count here. And there is a golf swing right there. Is now 1-2.
And right now you just see, it's just not a confident at bat.
Yeah. That was not a very confident swing right there.
Yeah, so it's like if I'm Zoe, I'm just like, hey, this is called this fastball. Let's see what happens, Obviously, she's a varsity player, so she's good. She's legit. But, baseball, it's ebb and flows. You have your ebb and flows. So, right now, she's uncomfortable. Just come right at her.
The 1-2.
There you go.
Swinging and missing. 4 pitches, first out.
Yeah, there's no need to waste any pitches, man.
So now we have Ainsley Phillips coming up to bat.
She gave a ride the last time.
Yeah.
She smoked the ball the last time.
Yeah, they actually, and then who comes up after her is Carolyn Abe. She reached on that error, and she got the second off of that. So there's, like I said, 4 errors from Washington here. It's just it's really not excusable with the opportunity to advance.
I'll say the first run was definitely not on Chloe. But that second one, Brooks smoked that trip. She smoked the ball. And then Gracie came in and she did what she needed to do. But I think that the runner that was actually on wasn't aired by the shortstop, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember it dropped right underneath their glove.
Yeah.
So 1-0 count, 1 out here. The 8th spot, again, you definitely have to get out of this inning. And now you're getting to the latter portion of the game, 5th, 6th, and 7th inning coming up. Not many opportunities, only about 9 more outs left for this Washington Patriots team to try to make a run.
And see, that was a good pitch right there. She got it in her hands, because we actually got to see how much power she has once she's able to extend. So she's kind of making sure she jams her a little bit. Right there, she kind of looks like it was a little bit of a mix-up.
Yeah, it definitely. It didn't know where it wanted to go either. A little high out of the zone. Now 2-1 count.
Yeah, just the way that she, she went at the attempt right there. The way that she attempted to make the catch was kind of like, it was a little bit of a mix-up. Like maybe she called a different pitch or she expected a different pitch.
Yeah, Phillips. I know she's an 8 hitter, but definitely a very capable hitter.
Oh yeah, we've seen that first at bat. She got her respect.
With no.
See that pitch right there. That pitch right there, you kind of got to get that one a ride.
Yeah, that was a meatball right there, we used to call them, and now it's 2-2. Now it's a pitcher's count.
Yeah, they're missing those pitches. And, this is the thing, too, and I think sometimes this is actually, even when it happens when you actually travel out of your area, because in your area you get so much respect, right? But you go outside your area and when people don't know you and you throw that pitch, they're sending it over the fence.
Yeah, they're sending that to
and it's not because that player is that much better than you, but it's just mentally they don't
have that.
They're not defeated.
Yep.
Because those pitches are right there.
And they're all just a little behind. If you're not seeing it's just swinging just a little bit behind, and maybe they're anticipating the changeup or something, a junk pitch. But right now, you see Ketterson, she's just throwing straight speed.
Yeah, it's just right down the gut right now. So it's just, I don't know.
She really is pitching for contact almost right here.
100%.
So we'll see it's a 2-2 count right here. I think she's probably going to try to get swinging high out of the zone. Nope, right down the middle. 2 up, 2 down. Got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So that's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Ketterson. She's now found herself up to 6 or 7 strikeouts here this evening.
And she's doing what she's supposed to do. 7, 8, 9, what I said.
Yep.
Just go at them.
So now we're at the 9-hitter.
Player number 5, Caroline Abe.
Yeah, so now we have Caroline Abe up to bat. She had flew out at her first at bat in the 2nd inning.
Actually, she got on air.
Oh, you're right. I was wrong with there. It was an error. She reached.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's when Chloe.
Yes.
She came back up and got the runners home. That was big last inning. You're correct.
No, actually after that, Chloe struck out.
You are right. She did get Chloe stricken out.
It's one thing that's Holmes' had. We have that memory, bro.
Yeah, because she reached on an error in the 1st inning off that one that was out in right field.
Yep.
A little high right there. 1-1 count with 2 outs left here in the 4th inning.
Catching on the mound to the plate.
Now it's 1-2 count. Great pitch. Like I said, it's right down the boulevard. Now you got the top of the lineup right back up. Hopefully to start this fifth inning. But you got to get out of this inning unscathed.
Just wonder if they're going to warm up Constantino after this inning.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, Keem.
1-2 count. Outside. Sometimes you just don't want to see the top of the order see you too much.
Yeah. Sorry to be their third at bat, and pretty much going to probably guaranteed another at bat. So have 4 at bats.
Yeah.
In your lineup, that's a strike of a good team.
Yeah, they definitely can get 4 at bats if it goes 7.
Yep.
They have to.
Another factor is the rain. We definitely have a storm cloud moving around us.
Well, hopefully it stays off. Right now, it's not saying it's not supposed to rain until 10 o'clock tonight.
Good. So we should be able to get through. We have seen some sparse raindrops here and there.
And you're actually a little bit shocked that they didn't try to get in 2 tonight, knowing that the weather for the rest of the week.
Like if they had to have the final game, the third game, that might not be able to get played until this weekend. And that's a big walk right there.
Yeah.
Now again, you got the top of the order back up.
Well, and the thing about it is, what you also don't want to do, you don't want to show up the umpire right there.
And
so
she kind of just did.
She has to check her emotions a little bit, but also you have to realize that might not be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because you're avoiding 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
If you get her out, then you're already down one of their elite hitters.
But then you got the fourth coming up, and that's
2,
that's
3, 4. Yeah,
that's cleanup. Either way, it's not going to be an easy task for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Great pitch right there. That was
Listen, and Chloe is swinging that
thing. She would have sent that to outer space.
She's swinging that thing right now. She ain't made contact, but she was swinging that thing.
That was a good swing too. I mean, she watched the ball. It just went by her a little bit. She just wasn't quite ready.
But Zoe locks in when she goes against Chloe though. She smoked that.
And that's going to be it.
Ball.
That's it. And she's going to round her. And she's going to keep her in.
So we have a brother on first and second base with 2 outs.
Uh-oh.
We got Rumble.
There we got Rumble up to bat now. Very calm and relaxed in the box.
Oh, yeah. She locked in.
Number 7, Jersey, Rumble.
Had a great play here at short in the last inning.
Yeah. Pop up.
Pop straight up, and it's going to touch the concession stand.
I'll tell you what. Zoe has even when she gets a little bit, disappointed, she still keeps a very calm, low demeanor. So she never loses her composure. This is a big inning right now. This is big right now.
Yeah, like this. I'm telling you, the floodgates could open up if she's not careful right here.
She smokes that ball.
And that is an out.
Right to slow.
It makes up for that first inning error. Ends up getting out of the inning. So we have a 2-0 ball game going to the top of the 5th inning. Walsh will be at the bat. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
And has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me, I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Buying or selling real estate Katra Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, Katra Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new
and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching Home Team Sports TV. We are at the top of the 5th inning with the Jefferson Cougars currently in a 2-0 lead. We have Addie Sloan up to bat here.
And Sloan made that great play to end the last inning.
Yes, she did. That was a terrific play out and right.
That ball was ripped.
Yeah, because you saw the contact off the bat. It looked tremendous.
Yeah, that
was scary. The first pitch from Sloan, and it's a swing. 0-1 count.
You know, and it's one thing that I say, you know, when you play travel ball, right? Travel ball goes by your specific age.
Yep.
You know.
12 you, 13
and it's great for your confidence, and it's great to see where you stack up with kids your age, but it doesn't prepare you for a Beckham run.
No, it doesn't, because you can see she's just throwing straight heat right now.
Yeah.
Basically saying, Sloan, you got to hit this.
And she wasn't playing games. Mm-hmm. She was just bam. Like, you know, they don't prepare you for what you're going to face when you're a freshman. And that's why, like, if you're a stud freshman, you're special.
Yep,
because you don't really see too many 14-year-olds that can go up against a 17 or 18-year-old and hang.
And that is 9 strikeouts.
and she didn't waste any pitches.
No. That's 3 innings worth of strikeouts, and we still have 2 outs left to go in the 5th. That's phenomenal. She's having a tremendous ball game.
And what people don't realize is, you know, Jefferson won the 2 regular season games.
Mm-hmm.
But like I try to tell you, and I'm just going to say it's a different ball game, and Coach O is different, bro. Like, they have an amazing coach.
Yeah, both staffs are pretty phenomenal too.
They have Rummel and Coach. These are 2 of the best coaches in the state. I'm gonna say that right now.
You see how fundamentally sound both these teams really are, though. Obviously had a couple errors, but Jefferson especially has looked dominant here this afternoon.
And the thing about it is, with both of these coaches, if you call them and ask them to work with your kid, and they legally can, they will.
Of course. So we have a 1-2 count with 1 out here. And there is strikeout number 10.
There she goes. She's not playing. And like we said, if she can get through this next top of the inning,
there's only 7 outs left.
She doesn't have to see this top of the lineup again.
Nope. So now you're up with number 10, Gabby Bibbs. So you're at the top of the lineup. If Washington's going to make a run right here, it has to be now.
And she's been dominant versus Bibb today.
0 for 2 on the evening.
Oh, she smokes that one right there.
This guy just a little ahead of it, pulled a foul right on over the first base line.
And sometimes there's that one pitcher or that one hitter you just can't get out or you can't figure out. But that was a good swing right there.
That was. She identified it well.
And with her speed, that's 3. Easy.
Definitely at least a stand-up double to me.
That's 3. Watch.
She's quick. You saw how she got out on it.
Yeah, she's fast. But once again, you see, she just came back. Becca's like a bully on the mound, man.
This is a big 0-2 count right here. I think this is going to be a ball.
Might hit it with that drop ball.
Yeah. Might get her to go swinging golfing 4. And little contact right there.
Little drop ball right there, but she's smart. Like, you know what I mean? She knew what was coming.
So we go with the payoff pitch, 0-2. And great contact right there, and that's going to be out at second. So going to the bottom of the 5th inning, the Jefferson Cougars still maintaining a 2-0 lead. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
New vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Looking for better insurance coverage at a better rate, but you haven't been able to reach an actual person? Goosehead Insurance will help. Neil Powell is committed to helping you and the community get great coverage from a local agent who will answer your call. In Martinsburg, call Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance at 304-707-3549. He will customize a policy based on your needs. Call Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance today, 304-707-3549.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Adkins, Sales and Finance Director at Opequon Motors of Martinsburg. Join myself and Home Team Sports TV as we lead the charge into the 2024-2025 high school football season, presented by the all-new GMC Hummer EV.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by OnStar's high-speed 4G connection. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
Opequon Motors of Martinsburg, 838 East Moeller Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25401, or visit us on the web at www.opequonmotors.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is in the bottom of the fifth inning. We have Becca Munslow, the pitcher, up to bat here for Jefferson, and they have a 2-0 lead. I'm Drew Pitzer, joined by my co-host Akeem Holmes. Akeem, again, Munslow's up to bat right now, but she's had a dominant inning, dominant effort at the mound tonight. 10 strikeouts, 5 full innings of work. She's been tremendous out here. Like you said in our commercial break, she's truly locked in.
Yeah, and one thing I can say that I've seen that has improved with her this year, the walks.
Of course.
She's been around in that strike zone. She's not getting up any cheap base runners. She's special,
of course,
right? And she's playing to that special talent right now.
See, the University of Albany commit. So we were wondering where she was going to go, but if the back of her helmet is any indicator, obviously it has her number on her, I would say she's going to be going to University of Albany, a very good softball program as well.
For sure. And the great thing about that, too, is it's always awesome to be able to continue to watch and support these kids after they leave.
Of course.
To be able to get ESPN Plus, and you'll be able to see these kids, continue at the next level. And that's one of the reasons why I get it, is just to be able to keep up with kids after they get finished around here. Yeah, let them know that love doesn't stop.
Yeah, ESPN Plus definitely is a go-to. And I almost caught over there.
You get to see, my brother, the new general manager of UT Martin.
Yeah, shout out to Juwan Holmes.
Get to see him on ESPN Plus. Now, I know my mom and dad watch it all the time, and they'll text me, "You watching the game tonight?" Yeah, we watch the game. Check out my little brother.
Exactly, man. And we have to give him a shout out, a huge shout out, becoming general manager of UT Martin. As that is just going to be foul right over the third base line. Juwan, again, we appreciate you, man. Congratulations. It's a huge time honor. The story's still being written for Juwan. I tell you what, we're building great things here for home team, but not only that, he's building great things for his career, and I think the sky's truly the limit for Juwan. So again, we just want to say shout out to the boss man. Great job, you deserve it, man, and the future is still all in his hands.
Yeah.
So 2-2 count here. Again, we're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitcher versus pitcher duel right here. Munslow's just been staying alive.
And she's just barely getting under the ball
and
right now.
There, communication and good catch right there.
And that's a great play by the shortstop right there, too. Just like we were saying, we were talking to Journey, about, what she has, what she can do after that. And obviously we'll keep, she doesn't know 100% what she's going to do, but, she's super talented. And hopefully, wherever she goes, we're able to continue to follow her and support her, over the next 5 years as well. She still has another year left to terrorize the EPAC.
Exactly, and a lot of kids, they're looking for schools based off athletics. But now, what I've really started to notice is some of these generations now looking at the benefits of the academic side.
Oh yeah,
man. You have to know what you're doing going to college. If you're not getting a full ride, I try to tell people, I'm like, hey man, if you don't have any idea of what you're doing and you're just going to go play sports, you're not doing it right. You're called a student athlete for a reason. It's a student first, then an athlete.
I mean, I talk to my sons all the time. Like I said, Brooke is really seeing the ball right now.
And she's safe.
She's safe. And I talk to my sons, and it's like Jay, he plays soccer, but he's so smart. He knows what he wants to do.
He produced this whole show for us.
Yeah,
he did it all for us when Harry was gone, man. I tell you what, that was phenomenal.
He knows what he wants to do, and that's emotional intelligence right there. When you know, like, okay, this is what I want to do. And Bray knows he wants to be a travel nurse. So whatever school he goes to, it has to have a good nursing program.
Yep.
So
you have to know. It puts a lot of pressure on kids nowadays because everything's just so competitive. And with the future of AI, a lot of kids these days are going to be battling for robots for jobs. We were lucky enough to grow up
and
not have to deal with that type of issue. And I respect the kids' era these days. I know a lot of people were like, "Man, the kids are so much different." No, they're not different. The kids still want to be taught. They still want to be disciplined. It's just you have to go about it different. We're growing as a society.
Well, but you also have to know your child. Each child, you can discipline them differently. Like, you might have one child where you can get on them, and you could be like that hard-nosed Harry Brown, that military. Do it as I say, and you're gonna do it.
But some people don't respond to that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's just the truth. And when your kid tells you, "Hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm interested in," then just like it's a football game or a basketball game, you show that same interest, and you push them, and you take that same interest. I don't know nothing about computers, but Jay does, so I'm trying to learn about it.
Yep.
This is what it is, and I definitely don't know how to be a nurse. I'm a social worker.
There you go. Well, and I'll drop it at this essentially. The ball stops bouncing or throwing or whatever you do for somebody one day, and we have a pass ball right here, and now we have a runner in scoring position at third base, really making it tough on Washington as we see another pitcher's timeout from Ketterson. You see, definitely. I'm telling Burns, hey, please make sure you don't let any more pass by. This is a really critical point for Washington to stay, trying to stay alive.
And alive is just telling her to relax a little bit, especially you get a little bit tired. But they realize, too, these runs are at a premium. But, this is what I like about what Coach O is doing. She's letting the players
figure it out,
govern themselves, and they're building leadership right now. What we're seeing right now from Zoe Jefferson, we're showing leadership.
Yep, of course.
She called a timeout. You didn't see her yelling. You didn't see her do anything. She just said, hey, baby girl, let's lock in.
Let's lock in.
Let's do this. And you're going to see, I guarantee you're going to see Peyton Burns be a lot more confident right now.
Of course.
Because they're behind her.
Yep, they're ready. They're all supporting. You see, we have first baseline all the way in.
And right now, they can't afford another run.
Yeah, we have Chloe Castellano and keeps that in front. And again, very dangerous pitch.
And right now, they're kind of pitching around Gracie a little bit.
Yep.
Because Gracie's hitting the ball very well today. She has the RBI fielder's choice to score the run last inning, and she smoked the ball to center field the first time.
Yep.
So it's okay if she walks her and faces the next two that she's striking out twice.
Yeah, it's a 3-1 count right here. I'd definitely give it something that she
See,
can.
she smoked the ball.
And there she goes.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And we're going to get two. I think she's going to get three here.
She's getting 3.
She might get 3 here. She got to get down. Nope, she's going to get in.
See?
With no throw even attempted. So a sliding triple. Now it's a 3-0 game with just one out here in the 5th inning. And again, those floodgates like we were talking about in the 3rd inning.
And what I say, great. It was okay to walk Gracie.
Yep.
Because Gracie is seeing the ball right now. She is locked in, and she's smoking the ball.
Yeah, she had that's her second. She had a double and now it's a triple this game. So
yeah,
she's been fine. Like you said, seeing the ball.
She's been the player of the game.
Yeah, I would say she's has to be.
She's been the player of the game. I mean, it's hard not to give it to Beckett because she has all those strikeouts.
But Gracie Dawson,
when you have only 3 runs scored and you have contributed to 2 of them,
yeah.
Hey,
still a lot of ball game left. Obviously 6 more outs for Washington to try to attempt to get 3 runs is still obtainable.
Now Samantha Smith can put the ball in play.
Oh my, that might be gone, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is. It is over the fence, and we have a 2-run shot. So great hitting there from Grace Dodson and Savannah Smith. So now also giving Dotson some player of the game credit. 5-0 ball game here with just one out. And we're going to probably see a change as you see Ketterson look at Coach O in the dugout and say, hey, it might be time.
You can kind of tell.
Yep.
And remember, what I said this before the last inning. I said, hey, you don't want her to see them. You don't want them to see her too many times.
Of course.
And you just knew it. You've played baseball enough and you've watched baseball enough to know what type of pitchers have that 7-inning stuff and what type of pitchers can get you 4 or 5.
Yep.
And that's great. You give me 4 or 5 good innings, hey, thank you.
This might have been just an inning too long because it was 2-0 coming into this inning.
Yep.
And Coach O, obviously, that first out, she got that first out right off rip, and I think she just tried to stick it out with her to see if she can get out of the rest of this inning, and it just isn't going to happen.
And, with Savannah, like I said, we spoke about her power, when she hit that home run as a freshman. In the first 2 at-bats, she was overmatched.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of see Zoe wear down just a little bit.
Yep.
And you've seen those at-bats start to become a little bit more confident. And once I start seeing, when Gracie starts smoking the ball, Jersey, that last hit when she laced it, I said, okay, it might be time.
But it definitely was as we see a pitching change now.
So now we'll go to a quick commercial break with Washington now down 5-0. This is Akeem Holman, Drew Pitcher from Home Team Sports TV.
Glass company that has been serving the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1962.
From the first call to the day your glass is installed, we promise fast, knowledgeable, and friendly service. We are always happy to answer all your questions and work with you to design a space that is beautiful and functional. When you choose to work with us, we will treat you as family.
We can provide an estimate via email or schedule a free in-home measurement and design consultation. Please contact us to get started on your new shower enclosure or glass project today.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
They're back, and we have the stud pitcher, Chloe Constantino, now taking over for Zoe Jefferson. And we have number 8. We actually have a substitute for Alyssa Dar. We have Cadence Ruffner. First pitch strike. Constantino's bringing the smoke. Right at her. 0-2. And you can see the emotion. She's locked in right now. You can just tell that she's ready for this. And last year, she was the star pitcher for Washington. So this is not unfamiliar territory. And it's 1-2-3. Let's take a seat. And she's not playing around.
Not at all.
She's not playing around.
Now batting the third baseman, number 22, Ainsley Phillips.
Back on the rubber. First pitch drop ball. A little low. 1-0 count. And we have number 22, Ainsley Phillips. And Ainsley has a lot of power as well. See how these at-bats with Constantino go. That's 1-0 pitch. Strike. Foul tip. 1-1. You see Coach Rummel telling them, hey, let's be confident, because this might be who we see next game. One, two. And you can just tell that Constantino's been waiting for this. She got on the mound like a pit bull. Yeah. Beep, beep. Strike 3. At the end of 5, you have the Jefferson Cougars 5. The Washington Patriots 0. This is Akeem Holman, Drew Pitcher from Home Team Sports TV.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kearneysville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Pitzer, Akeem Holmes with Home Team Sports TV. Coverage of the Jefferson versus Washington, West Virginia Prep softball coverage. There's a 5-0 lead here with Jefferson really opening the floodgates last inning. You see Becca Munslow really out here delivering. She has 11 strikeouts through 5 full innings pitched.
We have number 2, the 2-hole hitter, Carly Constantino, at the plate, down 5-0, 1-0 count.
Yeah, with 6 outs left. You know, hey, if Washington has any chance, I feel like they need to get at least 1 or 2 on the mount or on the board here.
Yeah. And see, if you're Coach O, what you want to see is you want to see your team continue to fight.
Yep.
Until the 7th. Like, you don't want them to feel deflated or to feel defeated, because confidence breeds confidence.
Exactly.
And if you let Jefferson walk out this game feeling dominant, knowing that they have defeated you 3 out of 4, then they can transfer over to the next game,
yep.
right? So Washington has to say, Washington has to say, hey, listen, this could be 1-1. We're coming back. We're giving you Constantino. You're giving me Munslow. Let's see what it is.
Ace versus ace, really.
Yeah, man.
See Munslow,
because she's locked in right now.
Yeah, you can tell she's motivated. You know that last game, you know, was again a 4-1 defeat. Jefferson didn't play their best at all facets of the game, but really they just look absolutely dominant out here fielding. They had 1 error in the first inning. Other than that, they've been completely dominant.
If you look at the stats, Washington's record came in here 18-4. Jefferson came in here 18-4.
Right.
These teams are just as good as each other.
Yeah, of course.
You know, the difference is Jefferson seems like they seem a little bit deeper in their lineup. She smoked that. They seem a little bit deeper in their lineup, and if Munslow is on, then that's the advantage.
Yeah, of course. Munslow is the equalizer right here is what I look at it as.
But Washington, you know, they've had some good at-bats. It's just right now Munslow is just on one.
Yeah, she is. You see, I mean, she's still throwing absolutely blistering heat right now, and we're, you know, out in the 6th inning. So 6 in a third. She's had incredible work out here this evening.
Yeah. And this, I'm going to give, look at that right there.
And 12 Ks on the game.
Yeah. And I'm going to give credit to Joe Rummel. And I'm going to tell you why. Previous seasons, Becca has pitched almost every single game, and by the end of the season, she was tired. This year, they pitched Rummel, they've pitched Abe, they've pitched Allen, and Munslow, and now this is crunch time, and she's loose.
Yeah, she's feeling good.
That ball's popped up to left field, 1, 2, 3. And look at Jefferson's walking over. They're confident right now.
Yeah, they're not intimidated at all, and Washington, again, only Munslow giving up 2 hits. So we are going to hear a commercial break from our sponsors, though. Thank you for watching Home Team Sports TV.
Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kearneysville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah. And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the the bottom of the 6th inning. We have number 5, Carolyn Abe, up to bat.
9 hole.
At the 9 hole, so we're almost right back at the top of the lineup.
So I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front. I am excited to see the next matchup with her and Chloe.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
I'm interested because she's bringing the heat and Chloe's bringing the heat when she's swinging.
Yeah, Chloe was. You saw how she was letting that thing fly. Beautiful swing.
Chloe's swinging like Vladimir Guerrero, bro.
Woo! Again, we had a pitching change to Chloe Cosentino here in the bottom of the 5th inning with about 1 out. So see if she can come in relief, try to save some runs here, maybe give Washington a chance to have a little rally in the top of the 7th inning.
So this is going to age me a little bit. Yeah, this is the bottom of the 6th.
Well, it'll be the top of the 7th when Washington goes up to bat. Yep.
Yeah. This one's going to age me a little bit, but I'm going to tell you straight up. One of my favorite players, well, my favorite player was King Griffey Jr., but one of my favorite players to watch because of his attitude and how crazy he was Albert Bell.
Albert Bell
was a nut job.
Do you remember Yasiel Puig? Yasiel Puig was one of my favorite players to watch.
He was nuts, too.
Man, well, he's one of the most engaging players I've ever seen. And what a rocket to second base. This slides right underneath the glove of Cosentino.
And the freshman gets on for the second time tonight.
And now we're right at the top of the order, and this is scary hour. Yeah, this is scary
dangerous
hour.
Because if she gets on, and then you got to go against Rumble, Munzo, and Allen, they only need 8.
Yeah, and then it's ball game. It's night.
Like Steph Curry says.
Go to seat. So we have 1 on first, 0 outs. Ooh.
You see how she's seeing the ball? She looked that ball all the way back into the mid.
Yep, she's
seeing it.
That's great tracking. Great tracking.
Yeah, she's seeing the ball. 1-0 count.
Chloe,
that's gone. That's gone.
Yeah,
that's going, bro.
That's in outer space.
That's gone.
And like you said,
what I tell you?
Yeah, that was a great matchup right there. So now 7-0 lead, and Jefferson really empty on him. Like I said, all you need is one more run, and as good as calling this game done.
I told you.
Yeah, and Chloe, man, I tell you what, she has one of the best swings I've seen in the area.
When she looked that ball way back in the mid, she's locked in. The ball looks like a beach ball right now.
You saw her hands were loose. She wasn't gripping the bat too tight. It wasn't like she wasn't gripping it. But you saw the follow-through with her hands stayed over the top of each other. That was a beautiful hit right there.
She different right now. She locked in, bro.
Yeah, that was scary. And I tell you what, this Jefferson team is showing Washington, hey, this winner-take-all game, whenever it may be in a day, might be in a week, we don't know, but they are going to be ready, and it's going to be an ultimate showcase when they go for a Game 3, all bearing a miracle upset.
And they realize even with Jersey, you give one belt high, that ball's gone too.
Yeah, you don't
like they know right now. Like that's a good pitch right there. That's a really good pitch right there.
So a 1-1 count here. We have Munslow up the bat, and how fitting would it be if maybe she's the one that hits the dinger? Great contact right there, just a little late, and that's going to hit a card. Ooh!
What car was that?
I want to say that was the blue.
Oh, that's tough, man.
Oh, man, somebody saw it.
That's tough, man.
Man, I'm telling you, them yellow softballs, they're pretty heavy now. I got hit in the thigh with one of those, and I had a bruise for 2 months. Good hit right there.
Listen, man, she laced that. Hey, they locking in right now, man. Yeah, they're locked in right now. And if you're Coach O, and I'm gonna tell you this straight up, if I'm Coach O and I'm a Washington fan, I'm hoping for rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I'm hoping for rain tomorrow because I gotta calm these dudes down a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta calm.
I gotta calm these young ladies down just a little bit. Calm down, pipe down a little bit. Because right now they're feeling good.
Because you see how in baseball and in softball, confidence can change literally in a day.
And the thing that stinks is that's probably the same confidence that they had last week.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They won on Thursday night, and they had to wait.
Had to wait and wait. And it's easier to wait, though, when you win. That's why Jefferson's just probably been mewing on this for days. Check swing right there. She had one right that. She could have sent that flying, King.
Well, the thing about it is that when you're confident and you're playing, and it's like you can come out 1 week and you're 7 for 7. You're seeing the ball, it looks like a beach ball in the ocean.
Yep.
And then you come out that next week and it looks like a golf ball in the ocean.
Yep. Ooh.
And even their swings, you can just tell like they're ready to jump at the bit.
Yeah, they're definitely, the confidence is back in the bats of these Jefferson Cougars. So there's a 2-1 count here. Again, we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. And there's going to be a pass ball. And great base running right there. Saw that short wasn't covering second. Went ahead and take it now. We have really the official game-winning run at second base with no outs here.
And the thing is you can tell they're being very careful with Munslow as well.
Yep.
You know, but Allen's been seeing the ball like a beach ball.
Of course. It's huge.
Yeah, man. It's no outs.
Yep.
So you don't want to give her anything crazy right now, man.
That's high. She's going. And see, that's right there. If that's a decent pitch right there, and she's, that's a walk, and she's going to go too.
Yep.
And now we have Allen up to bat with the opportunity to send everyone home.
Now batting the first baseman, Mr. Brooke Allen.
There's a strike
right there. That's a great pitch right there. That's a great pitch right there.
You still see Costantino is still very aggressive.
Man, Chloe's a dog, man. Chloe's a dog.
And I truly believe this Washington team, win or lose this game, they're going to be able to brush this off and get ready to go.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah,
they'll be fine. If they have Coach O's personality, man, listen, baseball, you could be 50-12 and get smoked by
somebody's
451, by somebody's 451, and then come back. It doesn't mean that team is better than you. Yeah, it happens.
The Rockies lost this weekend 21-0 after they won a game to 9-3 the day before.
Yeah, it happens.
It's just how it happens, man.
That's why I say, you just throw this game in the trash and just keep it moving.
You have to.
That's close.
I mean, I gave us a 1-2 count right there.
But if you're Allen, you gotta knock that. You gotta hit that opposite field. She throws that pitch again, it's a strike.
Yeah, definitely a strike. Oh man,
that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Ball game, right? Yep.
That's ball game.
Well, that is the end, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick commercial break, discuss who is going to be our player of the game. Here at Word from our sponsors, you're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Custom Fence and Deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, an 8-0 win here from the Lady Jefferson Cougars on the evening over the Washington Patriots. There will be a Game 3. The winner will be going to the state tournament. Again, we're going to give you our Home Team Sports Player of the Game, and I got to go with Gracie Dotson. Obviously, she had a great game. Huge hits, contributed to 2 of the first 3 runs to really start breaking off to this game.
Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Here at Jefferson.
So it looks like tomorrow, weather pending, which we're supposed to get 2 inches of rain, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. They will play at 7 o'clock. I would highly doubt that, but when they do play again, Keem, it's going to be incredible. And again, my nominee for Home Team Sports Player of the Game has got to be Gracie Dotson. 2 huge RBIs brought in. It really allowed Jefferson to get ahead and never look back.
Yeah, and my nominee, on top of it being Gracie as well, is Chloe Cowan. Chloe started the game off, even though it was an error. She had a triple. She kind of set the tone, and then she finished it off with a straight bomb to center field. And Grace and Chloe on top of what Becca did on the mound.
12 Ks. And she wasn't even our player of the
was
game.
immaculate. So our co-players of the game would be Grace Dotson and Chloe Cowan. Once again, Drew stated, tomorrow, if weather permitting, the game 3, the deciding game, will be tomorrow at 7 o'clock. If we can get to that game, we can. If we can't, obviously we hope you guys enjoy this broadcast. But Keem Holmes and Drew Pitzer from Home Team Sports TV, good night. God bless.